All right, ready to level up that B2B content marketing.
Let's do it.
Today, we're diving deep into, well, a deep dive from Now Technology Systems down in Australia.
They're a web design and marketing company, so they know a thing or two.
Exactly. And the recent blog post, it's a gold mine, even if you're not, Aussie-based.
Absolutely. A lot of universal truths in there.
So, first thing that grabbed me, their focus on really getting your audience.
Oh, yeah. They don't mess around with just surface level stuff.
Right. It's not enough to be like, oh, yeah, we target businesses. This is,
Next level.
they're talking industries, specific roles within those industries even.
The pain points.
Well,
Keeps those potential clients up at night.
which makes sense, right? It's B2B.
Okay.
You're not selling jeans to teenagers. It's a whole different ballgame.
Way different. You're building relationships, understanding complex needs, not just a catchy jingle, and you're done.
Imagine trying to sell, I don't know, farming equipment with the same ad in, like rural Queensland, as you would in downtown Melbourne.
Complete non-starter.
Totally. And that leads perfectly into the next bit. Valuable content.
This is where they shine, honestly. It's all about practicality.
No fluff. Just straight up useful stuff. How-to guides, for example.
Industry reports, those are always golden.
Oh, I love when they do case studies. Showcasing what worked, especially with another Aussie business, makes it relatable.
Proof is in the pudding, right?
Yeah.
It builds that trust factor.
Now, I know everyone gets a bit nervous when we say the next word, SEO.
It's the necessary evil, right? But this blog, it breaks it down without too much jargon.
They make a good point. It's about visibility. When your ideal client is searching for solutions.
You got to be the one they find.
So, like, if I'm a small business in Perth needing, say, accounting software.
They use the example of accounting software Melbourne, but same idea.
Right, but my point is, if I Google that and your website pops up first, that's SEO working for you.
And they even mention some tools to help. SEMrush, for example, can be a lifesaver.
I'll be honest, those platforms can feel overwhelming at first.
Oh, for sure. But once you get the hang of it, they streamline so much.
Yeah, but it's not just about the techie stuff, right? The blog stresses that Google is getting smarter.
Way smarter. Keyword stuffing, that's so old school.
So it's more than just cramming keywords into every sentence.
Way more. It's about engaging content, stuff people actually want to read.
Because Google can tell if it's genuinely useful or just a bunch of nonsense.
Exactly. Engagement metrics, time spent on page, all that plays into it. Google knows.
It's like all of the reading our minds, or at least our users' minds.
Pretty much. And the better your content, the more Google rewards you. It's a beautiful cycle.
Okay, so we've got the valuable content down. We're making it Google friendly. But then now, technology systems, they hit us with this.
Content variety. It's not a one-trick pony kind of deal.
And they're walking the walk, right? Their own WN website, not just blog posts.
Oh, no way. They've got videos, which, let's be real, sometimes you just want to watch, not read.
Totally. Brains fried from the day. Video is easier. And they even suggest podcasts, which, hey, look at us.
See? They get it. It's about recognizing that people learn and absorb info in different ways.
Big time. Some folks love a deep dive article. Others, 5-minute video, done. Got to cater to everyone.
Exactly. Wider net, bigger audience, more chances to connect. Can't argue with that logic.
And speaking of wider reach, social media gets a shout out, but specifically LinkedIn.
As it should, especially in the B2B world. Forget Facebook. This is where the professionals are.
And they have this great analogy. It's like your virtual networking event.
Love that. Instead of awkward handshakes, you're sharing thought leadership. Much better.
Right. Building that know-how, showing you're engaged in your industry.
And because it's LinkedIn, the connections you're making. Prime for turning into leads down the line.
Okay, confession time. When I saw email marketing in the blog, I was like, really? Still?
I get it. It's like the old, reliable, but not always exciting grandpa at Christmas.
Right. But they make a really good point. It's not dead. It's about nurturing those leads long term.
Exactly. Building that relationship, staying top of mind. But gotta be smart about it.
Oh, yeah. None of that spray and pray nonsense. The blog emphasizes personalization. Big time.
No more mass emails that get immediately deleted. Segment your audience. Tailor the message.
So instead of, hey, check out our software, it's more like,
Hey, Melbourne accountants struggling with X. This feature is for you.
see? Now you're speaking my language. Makes the recipient feel valued, not just another number.
And that's how you get opens, clicks, and eventually conversions. But sometimes you need a boost.
Paid ads. Look, we all wish everything was organic reach all the time, but
Reality bites. Blog acknowledges that sometimes a little targeted spend is the way to go.
especially if you're new, trying to get noticed in a crowded market.
And platforms like Google Ads, LinkedIn Ads, you can get super specific with who sees what.
It's about strategy. No more throwing money into the void and hoping for the best.
Exactly. Demographics, industry, interests. Make those ad dollars count by reaching the right people.
So we're creating awesome content, getting it seen, but how do we know what's actually working?
Time for report cards.
Right.
Or, as the blog more accurately puts it, analytics.
It's like instead of guessing, you get to see what's resonating, what people actually click on, how long they stay on a page.
All that juicy data. And don't worry, you don't need to be a tech whiz to make sense of it.
Yeah, Google Analytics gets a bad rap for being complicated, but honestly...
Once you know the basics, it tells you so much, like
Yeah.
which blog posts are getting all the love.
Which social media platform is sending you the most traffic? Super valuable insights.
Exactly. Lets you fine-tune your strategy as you go. Ditch what's not working, do more of what is.
Love that. Okay, one last nugget from Now Technology Systems I have to mention because, well,
Partnerships. Got that Aussie collaborative spirit, eh?
it's a classic down under. But seriously, partnering up, especially with businesses in a similar niche,
Genius move. Expands your reach like crazy.
think about it. You've made this amazing content, but only your usual crowd sees it.
Whereas team up with someone else targeting the same audience but with different strengths.
Suddenly, you're both tapping into a whole new pool of potential clients.
Cross-promotion is gold.
And it just makes sense, right?
Oh.
Aussies helping Aussies, sharing the love, all that.
It's in our nature. But even beyond the warm fuzzies, the blog makes a point that's so important.
Content marketing, it's a marathon, not a sprint.
100%. You're never really done. It's all about constantly learning, adapting.
Bit of trial and error, bit of she'll be right, mate, and eventually.
You nail that winning formula, but it takes time and persistence.
So to wrap all this up, know your audience like the back of your hand. Create content so good they have to share it.
Make sure it's findable online, both organically and maybe with a little paid boost.
And don't be afraid to experiment. Different formats, collaborations, the whole shebang.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Now, if you'll excuse us, we're off to brainstorm some epic collaborations next time.